Geometry benchmark 3.1, ratios of similarity. The first problem, we have quadrilateral math is similar to quadrilateral Gibber, which means like the MA matches up or corresponds to GI, the AT matches up with IB, and TH corresponds to BR, as MH corresponds to GR. So the order of those letters is important. It's going to help us out in some of these problems. So to start with, I'm going to look for two sides that have numbers in them, basically. So like the MH and the GR, MH and the GR, they match up 14 and 10. So I have 14 is to 10. There's our ratio. As two other sides. Now we're looking for X. So I'm looking for IG. So I'll look up above. IG is the first two letters, so MA is the first two letters. So I'm looking for MA to match up with that X. And there's my MA. So if I'm going top to bottom, that 14 is to 10. Top to bottom, 14 is to 10, as 12 is to X. So our shapes are just flipped. So 12 is to X. And then cross multiply. So 12 times 10 is 120 equals 14 times X divided by 14. And that's approximately 8.6. Now back at this step up, if you want to do a shortcut to the cross multiplying when you're at this point here, the fastest way to solve these is to realize the two numbers that are diagonal from each other, multiply those and divide by the last number that's left over. So 120 divided by 14 gives you the value of X. Next problem. Triangle GIB is similar to triangle FUN. So I need to figure out what sides correspond, like where's the ratio. Like on the left side here I have a 6, but does it match up with the 9? Does it match up with the 8? Does it match up with the 10? So BG is the 6, or GB. So I'm looking for the first and the third letter, so I look at the F and the N. So I look over on the right side, and where's my F and my N? Well, that's the 10. So I say 6 corresponds to 10. So 6 corresponds to 10 as X. I'm looking for X. So left is to right, as my other left is to what? Now it's either the 9 or the 8. And I look at the letters, the B and the I. I'll look up above. B and I are the last three letters. So U and the N are the ones I'm looking for. So UN is right here. So it's the 9. So 6 is to 10 as X is to 9. And again, I'm going left is to right as left is to right. And then cross multiply. So 54 divided by 10. So 9 times 6 is 54. Divided by the last number. So X is 5.4. And then this other problem here, I have two overlapping triangles. I'm going to redraw them so it's easier for me to see. And the small triangle on top, I have an X here, looks like a 14 and a 12. And on the right side for the larger triangle, from here all the way down, I have X plus 4. Whatever the value of X is, I'm going to add 4 to it. On the bottom, I have a 16. And then on this long side here, I have, that's a Y plus 14. So the ratio I'm going to use is my 12 and my 16. I see those numbers are in the same spots. So let's start with X. I'll say 12 is to 16 as X over here corresponds to the X plus 4. So when I cross multiply here, these you probably should just cross multiply. I get 16X equals 12 times X plus 4. When I distribute here, I get 16X equals 12X plus 48. I'm going to bring my 12 over here. Don't forget to make that negative 12x. So I have 4x is 48. Divide both sides by 4. So I get x is 12. And then for the other, for y, I'll still use the same 12 and 16. So 12 is to 16 as, now here's my y. So as this side is to that side. So as 14 is to y plus 14. Now cross multiplying here, It doesn't really matter what order you do it, and I'll say 12 times the y plus the 14 equals 16 times 14, which is 224. Calculators are handy here. So 12y plus 168. 12 times 14 is 168. Subtract 168. And I get 12y equals 56. So 56 divided by 12, I get about 4.7.